Okay, Sunday morning in the kingdom, and it's the summer solstice is over. No, it's the fall equinox. Yes, just like that GM car. The easiest way to remember it, the equinox. So it's officially fall because we woke up to +1, but feels like +1. It's lies. I think it's colder than that because I'm wearing my big jacket. Look at that. Makes me look buff. Yes, I'm buff. I'm ready to go to the beach. All right, on the yo-yo scale, +34, but feels like +34. Great car by Bonnie and Clyde. Yes. All right. Also, too, remember to email Sir Rodney so he feels loved. Yes, that new hire Brad showed up yesterday. He wasn't much help with mounting the flagpoles on the big boat known as Rust-Oleum. Yes, Rust-Oleum. Also, too, it's Sunday, so empty your vacuum. Yes, we can't forget. I had to stand over here so I could place the vacuum. All right, let's back up. Ooh, look at the talent we got. That sun is bright. We're not sure what we're going to do today. Probably live in fear of Dick. Yes, he'll be flying over the kingdom annoying the old guy. Yes, it's hard to believe it's been almost 10 years they've been going to start the new mine here. Yes, and the best part is they're going into production in 2027. So the government will give them incentives. Yes, incentives to go mining. And then when the incentives quit or run out, they quit mining. That's what happened to the last company that was up here when I arrived. Yes. They had a 10-year gold mine, 2 years, 2 months, and it was over because the government, incentives were for 2 years, so they couldn't make it. So I look on the bright side, it'll all be over once the government incentives run out, yes, and it'll be quiet again in in the kingdom here. It'll be back to normal, yes, living in fear of Dick. All right, let's scroll this way. That sun is bright. I can't see nothing. There's a glare on the screen. Yes, nothing. I'll wave. I can't even see myself. Oh, well. So we're not sure what we're going to do today. Probably wander around aimlessly lost and avoid Dick. Yes, avoid Dick. Unreal. Okay, now the sun's in my eyes. Yes. Yesterday was a good day, except for a little windy to be playing with flags and welding because the sparks go everywhere. But that's why we waited till it rained, because we didn't want to start a forest fire and burn down WHO-ville or the kingdom. Yeah, then they would really hate me because I'm known as the guy that burnt it down. Oh, well, we better go. Here comes the boss. Even on a Sunday, he's an asshole. Okay, over at the big boat known as Rust-Oleum. Yes, let's go on a 4-hour cruise and make a TV show called Gilligan's Island. All right, so I never really understood the flag of Maryland. Yes, Maryland. I can't pronounce it right. I'm Canadian and English, so I'll screw it up no matter how it's spelt or how it's supposed to be said. All right, so I never really seen the flag fully extended till yesterday, and then the staff was telling me how to put it up because she Googled it. Yes, Googled it. So the flag tag is actually upside down. The manufacturer's tag is upside down. So when the thing is fully stretched out, it looks like a scan code that these people in the South use when they go around with their phones. Yes, they scan everything to learn and read about it. But I Googled it this morning, and it came up as basically the coat of arms of everybody. Yes, so the best way to explain it, it's Monty Python's Holy Grail. Yes, watch the film and you'll understand the flag and its coat of arms and stuff like that. So we are the learning channel as we learn. Yes, we learn.
Sunday morning in WHO-ville, it's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, it is pretty nice out here right now. The sun is shining. It's actually kind of warm. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the fields like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be a nice day, and I don't think we're doing much in the kingdom, but around 3 p.m. or so, I'll head over there and see what my dad's up to. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and make breakfast.
Okay, 10:30 in the kingdom, and that sun is warm and bright, but we need a cool night or whatever to get the weather changed over. Yes, Mother Nature's a woman, so she needs a little cold spell or something like that, or mood swing. All right, so what we're doing today is loose ends. We're going to move stuff around, and we have no staff till later this afternoon. She has to bring me my supper, my meals. So we're going around putting thermostats or thermometers back into the buildings. I took this one out of the whole shack there and had it in the fridge because the fridge was having issues. Yes, issues. I don't know what this problem was, but it goes into a quick bake or super fry defrost. Yeah, so we figured out what was wrong there. So we got to put the thermometers or thermostats back in so we know the temperatures of the hose shocks and well, the equipment. Yeah, it's the building, so we know how cold it is inside, because you don't turn the heat on until it gets cold inside. Okay, on the little job list today is to empty the scrap metal tub. Yes, the scrap metal tub. But also look at it. That's that 37 Dodge tribute truck of my dad's. So that's that Dodge frame, whatever we cut up. All these pieces would have been inside the shop, and we would have had to hand drag it out and toss it in the scrap pile, which would be the snowbank. So we're going to empty this out so we're ready for winter, and maybe put the tires back on the grader so we can move it ahead to install the motor. It's just a nice, beautiful day today, a fall day, first day of fall according to the summer solstice. No, that's an equinox. I get it so confused. Oh wait, have a beverage. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom. It's a nice fall day, seeing how it is the fall equinox. I don't know how to spell it, or solstice, but oh well, we're having fun. I was riding the loader, look at all the tracks, and yes, I still can't believe we have to actually have this trailer level for us. How would you say, just riding equipment and just landscaping it? Oh yes, it worked out pretty good. So we put the Lombard skis under here so they can go into the shop to be welded. Yes, that'll be a big project, making 12 skis and staying sober. I mean, a lot of beer will be drank to get the welding fume taste out of your mouth. And we put some rods under here where they should belong, in storage for the next 20 years or more. All right, let's go have some lunch. We're having we're having eggs and weenies. No bacon in town, or too expensive, so we're having hot dog weenies cut in strips so they curl up nicely, and we'll flame broil them in the oil in the fry pan. All right, let's go have some lunch and some beverage.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch, and as you can see, it is still a nice day out here. The sun is shining, there's not many clouds, and it's actually pretty warm out here right now. So let's head inside, make lunch, and feed the dogs. 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had leftovers from last night. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 11 degrees Celsius, which is 55 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It is actually pretty warm out here. That sun is nice and there's a bit of a wind, so no sandflies or bugs. Now it's time to head inside, feed the dogs, and wait for 2, maybe 3 p.m. Then I'll go to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to today. Almost 2 p.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head inside and let the dogs back in, then go over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to. Sure is nice out here this afternoon. 2 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. As you can see behind me, my garden has moved. All my bins are now over there. The reason for that is we are moving the famous black cat back over by the house here where it normally is. But first we are going to be putting, let's see if I can pan around, this ski panel, which is the original ski panel from 1998 that built all the other ones that are in the kingdom. We are hanging that on the shop door, so let's head down and put it on. Didn't take us very long. We were able to get the ski panel up, no problem. I'll zoom in here and show you guys that this is the ski panel cutout from 1998. That is pattern, but it is a panel as well. Same year I was born.
Oh, shouldn't have said that.
Oh, I am old.
Yeah.
Now we can head over and start the famous black cat and move it around to the side of the house. Almost 2:30, we just got the famous black cat up by the house. This is where I'll sit in the winter time. It's normally always parked up beside the house because there is a plug-in. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a plug-in there, so it works out perfectly. Now we are going to move Bismark, where my dad is walking to, back into its spot. Got Bismark into place, no problem. Made sure we didn't block in the cats behind it. We also moved Bismark, that way my dad can start working on the lins and getting them ready for winter. 2:30 and I'm officially done in the kingdom, so I'll grab my dog treats and head on back into WHO-ville and do the weather around 5 or so. As you can see over by the van trailers, my dad did a lot. He moved all the stuff that was there and put everything away, so that's pretty cool. It is a nice day out here today, but the sandflies are getting bad, so let's get going.
Okay, coffee time in the kingdom, and I've been busy. Yes, busy riding around the loader. Instead of putting that tin away, we got a tin, finished a tin on the loader shack extension. Okay, let's try again. Okay, we got to finish the shop extension we started October 31st of last year. So we better get the tin on the roof done before we celebrate the 1 year anniversary. Oh, wait. We can have a victory or celebration drinks for 1 year, or we can have celebration drinks so we actually finished the tin almost a year later. All right, so over here it's a little loose ends type of day. The sandflies are bad, they're unreal. So we hung the hose up for the pumping water from the water tank to the shop tank. We hung it up here instead of in the hose shack. So instead of opening the doors of the hose shack to drag the hose out, we can open the shop door and drag the hose. It has to be high in the air because it'll freeze. Yes, you got to think of these little things. Okay, another one of the little things I did today is this is the support bracket, or the gusset that goes under here. So I didn't get it put on because the deck has to go over one more time when it's figured out how to bolt onto the 45 Chevy. So I tie strapped it to the spindle hitch so I know where it is, because that's a perfect size to be repurposed, reused somewhere else in the shop. So if I leave it around, but I marked on it, so I best put it there. So over here, we've got the Lynn tractor. So we do a walk and talk video. It's a nice day for a walk. You guys need your exercise like me. All right, so the Bismarck's back in the lineup, but we have to move everything last spring to get things done. Yes. So I got some gas out. I got some 2-stroke oil. So I've stirred up the gas in the Lynn tractor number 2 tank. That's off of a TD18 known as Ego. Yes, he came from the south and he had a broken final drives and a few other issues, so the motor got put into dually and the tank went on here. We're leaving this open so the world can see the transmissions, the springs, how the tracks work, and the car differential that makes only one track spin. Oh yes, let's go have some beverages and celebrate a victory day. Okay, after coffee in the kingdom, yes, the beverages were tasty. It's such a beautiful day out here. The boss figures we should be putting the wheels back on the grader so he can move it and everything. Well, it's too nice of a day to do that. And I don't feel like, how'd you say, after the beverage, straining myself at my age, putting the wheels back on. So over here, oh, off in the distance, you can hear El Chapo in his little plane. He comes every day, quickly lands at the airport, drops his package, and he leaves. Yes, El Chapo. All right, so over here, we have Thor the plow truck with a Bostrom mechanical seat right there. We'll get to that more here in a minute. Oh yes, you pay people to paint something, you tell them to go get Tremclad, a roller, a brush, and lots of vodka. But no, they don't listen. They went and got this new style paint that flakes off. Yes. Now, if they had painted it properly like I told them with lots of vodka, the paint would stick. But nobody listens. That's why we have to do it ourselves. Okay, so here's the air seat out of that bread truck. We had it going to put it in the storage trailer over here, throw it up in the top shelf so the mice could have something to eat. Yes, and stay warm in there. That's a nice cushion. They would love that. So I got thinking we need a seat for the grader. So here it is here. This is that Bostrom mechanical seat, which doesn't work. It has all these sharp knobs that you hurt yourself when you're bouncing around in Thor the plow truck. I mean, Thor the dump truck. All right, so let's rip this out because it's already pinned solid. So what's the point? We want an air seat so we can bounce up and down and enjoy the ride. Yes, and we can take the base off of the seat here and we can have it fit in the grader. Pretty smart thinking. The grader's bench seat is long gone because the mice used it as a condo. Yes, so it's gone. So let's put a single seat in the grader and then the ladies can ride on my lap. Yeah, good thinking. All right, this shouldn't take long. Maybe a couple of beers and we'll have it done. Okay, that worked out pretty good. The Bostrom mechanical seat's not too bad. Me in 1004 sandflies had no problem. They invited some cousins for the weekend. All right, so we got it down, no problem. And then using the loader to put the air seat in worked out pretty good, especially when you're an old guy like me. All right, these bugs are bad. As soon as you crack open a beer, they're right there. Oh, just like the local ladies.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 11 degrees Celsius, which is 55 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It has been pretty chilly out there today and the sandflies have gone away. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we're going to be short video today, so we'll add something from the past and call it good. Well, it's another day of rain in the kingdom, so I'm going to have to put a windshield wiper on the 48 sedan delivery. And the thought of crawling under the dash and farting around with that vacuum wiper under that hole there that I covered in 2015, which was 7 years ago, does not excite me. So I acquired out of the storage trailer an electric wiper off one of the hot rods. So if you measure it out to be over there, the angles and philosophies and degrees don't work out because you can see these yellow marks here, all right, on the windshield. So if I move it over here to offset it, oh, there we are, there's my hand, offset it like that, the cairns of the world will tell me it's not centered in the windshield. But the stroke of the arm is what I want, not what the cairns want. All right, more to come. Okay, it stopped raining just a bit. I can come out and take this video, but it's a little windy, so I got my hand covering my Lily Tomlin mic on my chinny chin chin. I found an arm that's long enough, but the blade is gone on it, and they're not interchangeable, so we tie strap it on so it'll work just enough to drive around, so in case the cops pull me over, you know, not like Roscoe P. Coltrane, let's cuff them and stuff them. But okay, so now we're working in the shop here on the air cleaner, because the oil bath air cleaner doesn't really work up north here. We have to get it to suck hot air. Okay, I'm in the shop. You can tell there's no wind noise, but I took an air cleaner, which is the dry element, and modified it, but it's hard to cut apart an oil bath air cleaner because it's soaked with oil, and it's a very thin material, as you can see by the scrap pieces or whatever on the workbench here. But I'm able to use my feeder rod, welding rods, whatever, and this MIG wire that's 045, which is too large for weld thin stuff. So, and it's rusted, so we got some burn throughs and problems, but it's good enough for the ladies I go with. But the main thing is, the carburetor will snug up to the carburetor. I'm using the socket as a guideline. And now the air cleaner will suck hot air off the manifold, so the carburetor won't ice up and crash like an airplane. That's usually what happens to them when the carbs ice up. Alright, I'm going to have coffee. Alright, it's quitting time in the kingdom, and I got a fair amount done on the 48 Chevy sedan delivery. The air cleaner, the dry air cleaner, is now bolted to the carburetor, and it's sucking warm air, so the carb will not freeze up in June. And we drilled the holes and mounted the heater in there. That was no problem because I have this template, which is correct compared to the template they send with the heater, which is wrong for the last 20 years. And then the quality products of the world today, the pilot hole bit there bent. So that says a lot. Usually they should break. No idea what my dad did with the vent tubes or the defrost pipes or whatever it goes on the windshield here. They're probably in the box there. I'll have to go look at it. But you can barely see the snorkel tubes there. I got it wired up so it'll be blowing some warm air up onto the windshield. And we got the fan up here. And the fan is a piece of shit. Out of balance, vibrates, and of course the bolt hole base is small. Oh, there's my finger. So the bolt hole base is small, so there's no room for the nuts. Everybody's cost cutting and making a quality product, which is shit. Alright, down here we wired in the tail lights. Everything's been here for a while. I just put fancy markers on it so that we got it high and low on the windshield wiper and the heater. Everything's looking good. Alright, now it's time to go drink some beer after I walk that pony. Oh, Friday morning in the kingdom, nice sunny day. The staff went and got the mail. The Rock Auto box kind of took a licking right here. And the Rad got a hole in here. And the other box got a little hole over here. So that's not bad. But the main thing is the Elon Musk Starlink dish did not get damaged. Now with the high-speed internet, or the true high-speed, I'll be able to watch the Playboy channel without any pauses or interruptions. Maybe I'll watch the video all the way to the end. More to come. Alrighty, the staff has got the new Starlink dish. She's installing it for me because she did her own house there a couple of days ago, or last week. So now she's doing it for me because I'm too old to be on the roof. Oh well. There she goes. We'll see what it does. And of course we got 1,001 little bugs bothering us or helping us on this project. Wow, there's the dish going through its motions. Not like the days when we used to install a dish and wiggle and jiggle and yell at each other, but that was a few beers it took. Now it's just getting all spinny and dizzy, trying to find itself at the end of the world. Oh, I'm not sure what it's doing. Maybe it's going to be for our ravens to nest or something to sit on. I guess being the king of obsolete, I have an Ethernet cable hookup to my tower computer, and the Starlink of Elon Musk does not, it's only wireless, so we have to get that. But now we have to figure out the computers here, so we brought a computer in, or laptop in from the recording studio, so I can be on the internet and enjoy the high speed on the Playboy channel. Alright, talk to you guys later. Okay, now that we got the high-speed internet hooked up and I got 2 extra hours of my life back a day for loading up videos, we're going to change out the coil or the distributor on the... Okay, I popped the distributor out of the 48 stand delivery, and that's the new one that came from Rock Auto that I paid a lot of duty and everything on because the government of Canada is broke, so they were making us working people pay, but that's normal. Alright, so now we just have to shorten it because you can see that that shaft... Oh, there's my finger. That shaft is longer than this shaft, and if you watch Sesame Street, you know all about it. Which one of these is not the same? Okay, shortening the shaft where it goes into the oil pump is pretty easy. You just use the flapper wheel there. There it is there. Use the flapper wheel and just make it shorter. Then use your feeler gauges. The battery's out of the vernier, so it's a feeler gauge. Use your buffing wheel to get the right contour or whatever, and use your feeler gauge to keep getting it right. As you can see, there's wear on the oil pump from the distributor, but that's 1948 till now. And what I'm doing is using my leg up against the distributor cap or the rotor cap here to hold it so I can turn it. So when you're using the flapper wheel there, you pretend you're trimming your wife's eyebrows. So you have to be very delicate and get it, because you only get one chance, because you can't build this up and buff it down again. Okay, I used the flapper disc to get the ridge off of here, which is held hold down for the distributor. And as you can see, the amount of filing I did to fine tune it, but I've left some high spots on it because that's what I want. I want it to be tight in that hole. So I've sat on my bar stool and did the hand filing. And with the non-vernier, I've measured from here to here, and it works out to be the same on here to here. And I've done a couple of test fits on the motor, so everything is looking good. But this is how long it takes. So basically it's 1 beer to hand file that down to what you need. Okay, the distributor is ready to go. It's nice and tight in here because we left some high spots. I've added a little O-ring here to keep the moisture out. And this is a split ring. And the guys on the internet are showing it as being, you got to kink it or whatever. But I think Sir Rodney at Westtrans got me a metric one. So it's a nice and tight fitting. These are the things you need too. Okay, quitting time in the kingdom. The dogs are excited. They're whining and whimpering because they get out to run and be free and poop everywhere. But the HEI fits in there nicely, but somebody put the battery there. Somebody used battery cables off of like a D8 cat. But it all worked out, so it was no big drama. The O-ring that I had put in there, I ended up putting a larger one in, but it worked out good. The vehicle runs really good, and we're going to pick up the pony and go for a walk with it. So hopefully I don't have to walk back. Alright, we'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I can't even walk to the house. Look at the flags, they're looking so good. And here comes Dick. Everybody give him the #1 sign. There he is. It's actually pretty high. Oh my, look at him go. Okay, we're done for the day. We better hurry up here and do the end of the day intro. No, closing. Yes, that's a big word because Dick will be coming back. He did his first trip, so he'll be coming back. Oh, look at that. We were supposed to put the tires on the grader and the boss will be upset. We'll blame that new hire, Brad, for not doing it. Oh, and there's the plow truck. I just tossed the air seat in. It's so comfy. I could fall asleep driving it or plowing snow. Yes. All right. Look at the flags. They're in their natural state of being limp. What a beautiful day today was. Yes. And we enjoyed the beverage. Can you tell? All right. Let's go walk the dogs, make a video, and drink more beverage. All right. Talk to you later.